Greetings, St. Catherine Drexel Parish. I believe I have some good news to share with you with a quick note of caution added on. The good news is, as I mentioned last Thursday, if you may have seen that, the bishops of Illinois have been in consultation with state representatives in regards to this health crisis, and we've been given the okay to begin to open up again. So our bishop, David Malloy, has put down a number of guidelines that we must follow, plus a webinar that a small team that we've assembled will be viewing this week. And then we have a proposal to present to the diocese if that is approved, which I pray it will be, and you can pray for that as well. Then we will be approved to open up for masses beginning on Monday, Memorial Day. Now, the note of caution is that even if we're approved, and we first have to be approved, it will be a very slow and small opening. Every Mass, whether weekday or weekend, will be limited to our small team of essential helpers, and then a congregation of simply 10 people, which immediately, I know you're probably thinking, as I thought, that is very, very small, smaller than pretty much every gathering that we have. And I agree. There's a saying that you have to walk before you run. In this case, I think we really have to crawl before we walk, or even the stages before crawling. It's very limited, but it's a step. It's a stage. So some things that will have to be in place that you need to be aware of. No one with a cough or any illness at all obviously should be coming to church, and that just hopefully is very obvious to everyone. So no illness. They discourage people 65 and older. They say it's best to stay home. Obviously, that's a lot of people. Really use your best judgment. If you have any reservations at all about coming, then it's probably best to stay home. There will be hand sanitizer available. Thankfully, we are starting to get that back now, and everyone will be required to stop before you enter the main body of the church and sanitize your hands, and also on the way out. All people must wear masks. All people. I even will have to wear a mask, with the exception, they said, of possibly giving the homily. The rest of the Mass, I'm supposed to be wearing a mask. Social distancing, of course, will be required, 6 feet apart from everyone. The only exception is if a family comes in together. Obviously, you've already been, or a household, people living in the same household, you can all sit together. Congregation, as I said, will be limited to 10 people plus the essential ministers. And then communion, as happened right before this, communion will only be the sacred host, not the precious blood, and communion must be received in the hand at the present time. So those are just a few of many guidelines that will be in place, all put in place for everyone's safety. So you'll be hearing more about this as we get close. The other thing is, how do we possibly limit it to 10 people? We will have a sign-up basis, and that will be going out as soon as we're approved. We'll send that out through email, and to those who don't have email, we'll be sending some things in the mail for you, and it will be first come, first serve. And after the first 10, then we'll go to the next 10, and we'll just accommodate as many as possible, not having duplicates until we've gone through the list, which would take quite a while if we're continually limited to 10. But at the present time, this is the first stage of reopening. And I know it may be a little frustrating, but I think everyone would agree better to move slow and then open up more than to move too fast and then all of a sudden have all our openings closed up again, which we certainly don't want to happen. So this will be a very important effort, one that will take great care. So please pray for everyone involved. I do think it's significant, maybe it happened this way, but significant that our first Mass possibly will be on Memorial Day, a day where we remember the sacrifices of so many, which, quite frankly, we're in a time where we are remembering the sacrifices of so many right now. And also, our first weekend Mass very likely will be Pentecost, which was the birth of the church, which we know began with a very small group of people. Well, here it will be very small groups of people and churches throughout our state, but great things happened after that. And so I think it's not a coincidence, but more of a God incidence that those are the days that will be coming back. So keep this effort in your prayers as I keep you in my prayers. God bless you all.